Hi guys, Tim Fulton from PTP Tactical. I'm here today with Hank Strange, and we have our Ranger 45 ACP can, model 11B, and we're going to take it apart and show you how to change out the piston in the end. This one's currently set up for 45. We're going to put in a half 28 so you can shoot a 300 blackout or your 9mm through it. You'll find when you get it all out of the package that you have this wrench. There's 2 wrenches included, but this is the wrench you're going to need to change out the piston. Simply take this wrench, put it on your end cap, right-handed thread, and start twisting. Remove this end cap, and that's going to get us to the piston and the spring and allow us to change it out. Once you remove the end cap, the piston is going to come with it with a spring. Simply pull it apart, detach the spring, take your new piston you get. This one's a half 28. Simply insert it, line up the waves, put your spring on, put your cap back on. You're going to notice at the end, guys, there's a wave locking mechanism. This thing is not symmetrical, so you want to keep turning this until you get a perfect fit. There you go. At that point, tighten your nut all the way up. There you go. It's changed out to a half 28 now. You can shoot that on your 9 or your 300 blackout, and when you want to go back to your 45, simply reverse this process. This is how your suppressor is going to look when you get it torn apart, guys. You're going to have the tube, you're going to have the monocore, you're going to have the piston, the spring, and the end cap. This is a sequence that comes apart in, the sequence that it goes back in. So you simply put the tube back on the monocore, put a little bit of grease on each of the each of the O-rings, a little bit on your scallops there on your piston, and put your spring on, put your end cap on, and you'll be good to go. We also sell a fixed barrel piston. It will come to you like this in the package. When you get it out, this one here is a 5/8 24, and when you put this one in, you no longer will need this spring, guys. Simply pull out the old piston, slide in the fixed barrel piston, and use these wave washers to go over top of this. So when you put your nut back on your end cap, that will bring in any clearances that were designed into it and tighten up. 2 of these come in a package, so you may need one or you may need both, but you do not need the spring on the fixed barrel. The step and the shoulder is already machined into it. So guys, I'm going to put it back together for you real quick. Like I said, I don't have any grease with me, but put you a little bit of grease on these 2 high temp O-rings. Slide your tube on, rotate it until your wave at the end meshes great. It's only going to mesh in one area, it won't mesh in all the other areas. Put your piston in, get it lined up, drop your spring in, and put your end cap on. I like to put a little grease on the end of those serrations on the piston, so when you ratchet it around, it's not dry inside the can. I run it in by hand as far as I can, and then we'll take the wrench and tighten it up the rest of the way. Recommend you don't over tighten it, just use some hand torque, and there you go. The Ranger 11B 45 can, and that's how you clean it, take it apart, and put the piston back in. Thanks for watching.